This is a little bit of a surprise. You can see what this is right here.
It got worse.
So I've decided to rewire the whole boat, except for the log and the depth sounder. It really is just the 3 nav lights and the 2 interior dome lights. That's it. So it's not that big a deal. I've already got the masthead light wired, or I'm working on it, but at least it's wired to the mast. I bought 100 feet of 16 gauge yellow and red coated marine grade wire, which is way overkill, but I don't mind. I got my soldering iron. I'm already messing with the lights here. There's a couple of cabin lights I thought I'd tackle this evening here. And already, we gotta snake it down through here. This piece won't come off, as I mentioned before. And it's just, it's not easy to get through there, and I've got to put 2 wires through. Okay, well, I've got the masthead light in, the cabin lights in, and routed at least down into the battery area. And so I'll cut those short, and then we'll continue on with the next thing, which are likely the nav lights. That is so crunchy. This is nasty. You know, normally what you do is you would tape another piece to this and pull it through. But this is crumbling. This is falling apart. I don't know. I think I just had to pull this out and go for broke and see what happens. Okay, well, I finally got the starboard side wire through here and back under. So that's taken care of. I'm tackling the port side now, and we've got it. Here's the wire right here, and you see it goes through this tube. This tube that goes under, basically provides a waterproof route to keep each compartment watertight. And it'll come up over here on the port side. And here it is here, and I've already cut it, but then it comes up and it goes back here. It actually goes through the bulkhead, forward, or aft rather, into this little pocket, and then up, and then through here. So this is a little bit more complicated. And again, because this wiring is so brittle, it doesn't flex, so it doesn't want to pull back through, which is kind of problematic. But anyways, I've got to get back through that little hole there. It's got to come down this small little chamber right down into here, and there's virtually no room to work. There's a couple inches barely, and then in here, and then make a 90 down at the bottom. A little tricky, so I'm working on that, and we'll see how that goes. Marina buddy of mine let me borrow their fish tape, and I was really grateful to be able to borrow it. The problem is that the head of the tape is too thick for what I'm doing anyways. The passages are too narrow. This is just a little oversized. But what I found, or what I'm finding rather, is a piece of 7x19 wire works really well. This is what 5/32 of an inch, 3/32 of an inch probably. I guess is probably what it is, and it seems to work pretty well. So I'm doing that. I got on the port side here just a string fish through, and I'm going to try to attach the other side of that string here to the electrical if I can, to guide it through. let's see what I can do about that, hopefully, because it's pretty tight up there. I'm using this file again on this side because that hole is so small. I'm trying to open it up a little bit, but anyways, if I can get it through there, then I've got to try to get it through here, and who knows how that's going to go. Okay, so I got the line through with the 7x19 wire, and with a rolling hitch at the tip of the wire, I was able to pull it through. So I think what I'll do is I'll do a rolling hitch on the old wire, pull it through here, pull just the string through, and then see if I can pull this end through. Oh, I can't. This was like glassed in. This won't move at all. Okay, so using the file again, I was able to open up this hole, and then I down here in the fiberglass, you can't, it's hard to see from here, but then I used the 7x19, was able to thread that up the opposite way out the top here, and now I've got the string tied, and I'll feed that back down, see how that goes. Okay, got that string, the fiberglass. It's not allowing me to pull this through. I don't know what's going on, but it doesn't want to take this turn, I think. Okay, I've got it through. And now I need to feed it through that tube. I've got that piece run through. Thank goodness that was not much to be done there. And I've got it a little bit of extra length over here, and so now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and get these soldered up, connected both sides there, and then we'll continue with the stern light. I honestly don't know what the best way to connect these are. I guess personally there's a preference for some sort of disconnect. You know, like a spade connectors or something. But then I question why. I mean, how often am I going to be disconnecting the navigation lights on this boat? Probably not very frequently. So I decide to solder it. What do you think? You have a preference? I'm going to solder them together. Then I will throw some heat shrink over the top. I don't know. Look at this. I gotta take that out and see what's going on upside. Okay, so this is really horrible. That black wire just didn't, it's not, there's some corrosion on it. I should probably just cut it back and do it again. But this also, I gotta open that up and see what's going on outside there. Goes straight in there. There's no stopping it. There's nothing. And if this gasket fails, it means we got water inside. It's the kind of thing that makes boat work so difficult. It's just always some little thing. I I can't push it. Sorry. I can't even push this back in now. Like, unbelievable. Okay, before I go to the stern, I want to check this. It's not a check per se. I guess I want to plug things in, solder things in, make them work. This is the concern. You see, they took this positive. Well, I guess that's alright. It's ugly as all get out. I don't have any other wire with me. That works, so I don't really want to mess with it. It's a positive bus bar. I guess I'm just going to do these ones here. What's this one? Okay, so this one. Oh, okay, instruments. Yeah, I don't have to deal with the instruments. That's fine. So it's just the three. So I bought a negative bus bar, so I can just go ahead and plug everything into the bus bar. Okay, let's go ahead and open these up. I'm going to take the negatives and put eye crimps on them. Ring terminal, that's what it's called. Now, I've got to admit that I didn't buy the heat shrink type. I probably should have, but I did not. I got to admit, I am very pleased that I started this project doing the masthead light, because if I had no intention to take down the mast and I found this wiring problem, I would be rather displeased. You know, there's always a question about how far you take things. This is something I'm going to have to change that out. I should actually resolder this too. This is just a terrible connection right there, but I'm gonna leave that for right now. If I had some of this this wire, I would. It's not even tinned. I do have some tinned wire back at the house, but it's too far away to get it. So I'm gonna cut that off, put an appropriate ring terminal on it, and continue on with the soldering here. Okay, that's in. So I have the bus bar end for the negative bus bar. So we got that right there. I believe this is going back to the stern light. So let me go look at the stern light and find out what we got there. I don't think I can get in here. I'll go ahead and take this off. I can't tell where that's routed. It is definitely the stern light though, that lamp cord. So it's good to get in here and get rid of it. So here's the wire up here, if you can see that or not, but here it is. And then they fiberglassed it in back here. And I don't even know what these wires are for. I don't know what they're doing. What I found is that I don't know who, but when they put the instruments in, they just ran this wire here. And that over in this area right here, it goes along the bilge and it splits there, and they did a nice job. The wiring can go along that route without any big deal. So I'm going to use my marine grade wire and cut myself a break and just use that same route. Just right in the bilge. I'll tack it up once I get an opportunity, but I think that will be the best option for right now, instead of trying to use the convoluted way they did with their stupid lamp wire. So let me go ahead and run that wire, and we'll get back to that stern light to see if I can get that put together. This is what we got here. A really short piece of electrical wire here, but I'll probably just cut them back anyways. Just do what I got. Just do what I got to do here, and get this rewired. And I guess I should clean it up first, though. Hey, it's set up to go. I'm gonna wait to go and make sure that all of the other electrical pieces are set up, and that way I can check the lights and make sure they're all ready, and assuming that's the case, then we will go ahead and button everything up. Okay, all switches on. It's a nest back here, but I'll clean that up before long. We've got cabin lights back, which is nice. Let's check the nav lights. Oh, of course the back light's not the stern light's not connected in anymore. Let's see. That does not look like that's working. I don't think the nav lights are working. So we'll have to. That does not look like that's running, so we'll have to troubleshoot that. Lots of fun. I checked the instruments, and the instruments work okay. The cabin lights work okay. I was concerned about the nav lights. I haven't checked them all yet, but here's the stern light right here. The breaker or the fuse is on, so that's up and running. I'll change this for an LED bulb when I can get to it, but for right now. So we go ahead and put this back together, and then when the sun goes down, we'll check the other lights and see how they do. And through the magic of video, I have the lights up and working. I got starboard, port, and you can see, I think, maybe you could see up there, I've got the masthead light all working. This one wasn't working initially, but it was just the contacts. That's not a big deal. And then, of course, the stern light is also not working. So, so now I've got to bundle up that wiring in that by the battery. Not a big deal. Just take me a few minutes, and I think that that's it with the electrical. The instruments work, so I'm not worried about that. And now I can work on something else.